Guys, I am back with another haul. I know that I think it was last week that I posted my last haul, but I also know that at the end of that I told y'all that I had a lot of other stuff coming in the mail that I was probably going to do another haul, and a lot of y'all were all for it. So this is probably going to be the last one for a while. I do have one package coming in from Sephora because a new brand launched at Sephora, and I bought the foundation, concealer, and powder so that I could do a whole video for y'all. But other than that, I really don't have anything, and I'm hoping not to buy anything until the April Sephora VIB sale. But once you see the stuff that's on my table right now, you'll realize I don't need anything else for quite some time. So let's just get into it. I guess I'm going to kind of like split it up into the areas that I bought it, which is what I normally do. So we'll start with Hourglass. I purchased two things from the Hourglass website, one of which is on my lips right now. I made an Instagram post specifically about this lip combo because I am loving it and I'm wearing it almost every day. It's, to me, the perfect pink nude. Y'all know how I am about my nudes. I know y'all want me to wear different colors, but this is just like, this is my comfort zone. And I really wanted to try this product, so of course I picked a nude. And I feel like my shirt is falling down, so I'm probably going to be pulling it up quite a bit throughout this video. Sorry. So what I'm talking about is, it came in this box right here, the Hourglass new lip stylos. And I got the color Believer. So it comes in this really nice, pretty weighted packaging. And it's a crayon form, and that's the color right there. Again, it's called Believer, and it's just a really pretty pink. It's a little bit darker than the nudes I normally use, but once you put like a gloss on the top, it's really pretty. But it's also, the reason I love this so much is because it's something you can leave in your purse and put on without a mirror. It does have like a glossier finish to it almost, so you don't have to put a gloss on top of it. I am using a L'Oreal gloss today on top of it, but I've used it without a gloss before, and it's very comfortable. I would say semi-long lasting, I mean, what you would expect out of like a glossy lipstick, but I like it, and I'm probably going to delve more into the colors eventually. The second thing I got was the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. I have 3 of the other colors. I obviously did not have this one, and I wanted to buy this specifically for my under eyes. I've heard a lot of people that have used it for their under eyes. It's a very pale color. In fact, I think it's the palest color they have in the line. And I was thinking when I got it, it's not going to beat my NARS Crystal Powder. I have not decided yet whether it's beat my Crystal Powder, but it sure is on par with it. It is excellent. It's what I have to set my concealer. I almost said creamer. I think I need some coffee. It's what I have to set my concealer today. And I looked in the car visor the other day when I was out running errands. And I was like, holy cow. Like my under eyes look so flawless. And my under eyes are not flawless. So if this powder can make it look flawless, I'm all about it. And so far, I really am loving it. Real quick, I made this purchase from the actual Smashbox site. It's the Smashbox Casey Holmes Spotlight Palette in Pearl. I'm not big on collabs, limited edition type collabs, but I did want to try this because Smashbox does not have any highlighters outside of their cream stick highlighters. They have like a click pen highlighter, almost like a liquid highlighter. And then they have the highlighters that are included in their trio blush palettes, but I don't really like either one of those highlighters. So I wanted to give this a try. So again, this is in the color Pearl. These two colors right here, I've been mixing. It's what I have on my face today. I mixed those two. This one has got, and it's got larger kind of chunks of glitter in it. So don't imagine me actually using that on my face. I might try it on my eyes. But other than that, it's nice. It's Smashbox. It's good quality. I do prefer them way more than I do the ones that they have in their blush trios. Okay, I made a purchase on Ulta. 2 purchases actually, one of which I bought 3 Lancome foundations because I want to do a battle of the Lancome foundation video when I test out 4 different formulas. I got the Miracle Cushion, which is their cushion foundation. I got the Tint Idol Ultra Makeup Stick, which is their stick foundation. And then I also got the, I think it's the Renergy Lift or something. And I was so off on the color of that. I mean, when it came in, it was like the color of my shirt, which is, if you can't tell, is like a pastel pink. I was like, that is nowhere close to what I need. So I ended up having to return it and buy a new shade. It hasn't come in yet, but once it does, and once I can, you know, test out the foundation some, I will definitely let you know my thoughts and do that video. And then if you spent like over $50, one of the reasons I did it was because they have 5 times the points on Lancome. And if you spent over $50 on Lancome, you got 3 different like gifts of purchase. One was an oil, some kind of oil. I haven't tried it. It's downstairs in my bathroom. One was a mascara, and then this is the La Base Pro, which I've always wanted to try, and this is one very hefty deluxe size sample. It's 0.5 ounces, and I think the actual full size is like 1 or 1.7, and it's like 40 bucks, I think. So it's really, this is a really good deluxe size. Haven't tried it yet, but I look forward to. This I'm so intrigued by. First of all, it came and I was like, holy cow, that's way smaller than it looks online. But that's just the chance you take when you buy stuff online. But this was in the new section of the Ulta website, which I'm always perusing the new arrivals and the just arrived on Ulta and Sephora. This is the Shiseido Ibuki Smart Filtering Smoother. Blurs imperfections. It comes in a box like this. And this is the actual product. See how small that is? It's 0.67 fluid ounces, which is not extremely bad, but I don't know. I just expected it to be bigger than this. It says it's a serum. However, the way I have read like the instructions and the whole basis for the product, I feel like it's best to be used as a primer. When I got this and I put it on my hand, so it just twists off like this, you're not going to be able to tell, but it's this very pale pink cream. And when you, it's like voodoo magic. When you rub it out, it really does. It almost like tightens everything, pulls it in, really smooths your skin. I tried it once and I just put it on my pore because it's so little. I don't want to put it all over my face. I don't need it all over my face. I just put it like where your pores are, and then I put it on my laugh lines, and I really enjoyed it. I do plan on filming a tutorial tomorrow, so I will use a lot of this stuff in it, and that will be the primer I use, so you'll be able to see it in action. It'll probably be the video that comes up after this. I got a mascara guard, Ulta Beauty. That was for my kit. I got 3 of the L'Oreal Infallible Silkisimme liners. Now, I have used these a long time ago, and I don't really remember much about it, but I read an article, I don't even know, it was posted in somewhere online, that was an interview with the makeup artist Sir John, which apparently that is his real name, but it's one of Beyonce's makeup artists. He's done J-Lo. He does a lot of celebrities, and I love his aesthetic. I love his looks. I love everything about his work. And he said he's a brand ambassador for L'Oreal, so he was saying some of his favorite products, and he said these are like bulletproof. They do not budge. And I've been wanting a kohl liner that will smudge easily on the lid as well as stay a long time in the waterline. And according to him, these do both. So I got the color black, blue, cobalt blue, and plum. So I think they were like buy 2 get 1 free or something. I don't know. There was a reason I got 3, but those are the 3 colors I got. And then this is the new Becca Trio palette, which I didn't even know they were coming out with. It was very sudden to me. I feel like the other palettes they've kind of hyped up before they release it, but it's in gorgeous packaging. You cannot deny the beautiful packaging that this product is. A very ombre, brown, orange, and then a beige tan color. And it's another trio palette. And the reason I was intrigued with this is because it actually has a bronzer in it. And I've never tried a bronzer from Becca. In fact, I don't even know if they have one. I know they have their powders, their multitasking powders, which a lot of people use as bronzers, but I don't know if they have one that they actually market as a bronzer. So I was very intrigued by this. Plus this blush, this exclusive to this palette blush looked beautiful. And then you have Opal, which I have Opal in like 2 miniatures and the full size, so I didn't need Opal, but these 2 products right here really intrigued me. The bronzer is very warm. Honestly, don't even know why I swatched Opal, because we all know what that looks like. But that's Opal, and then that's the blush, and that's the bronzer. So the bronzer is a little bit warm. The blush is gorgeous. It is a matte blush, but it's just that perfect pink / coral color. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet because honestly, the last 4 things I'm going to show you is all I can wear. Like honestly, all I've worn for the past 5 days since I bought them, and I just don't want to stop wearing them. So I haven't tried this yet, but you know I will. All right, the next place that I ordered from was Amy's. I love me some Namies, y'all. You know, Namies and Nigels, they're like my best friend in the shopping world. I went very heavy on Makeup Forever at Namies. I don't really know why, but I think because they launched 2 new products that I wanted to try. The Ultra HD Lip Booster. None of these have I tried yet, so I can't tell you my thoughts for sure. But it comes in this small packaging right here, and it's basically a primer for your lips. I did get this for my kit, so I have not tried this on my lips like that, but I will put it on my hand and or palette, sanitized something, and try it out and let you know. Maybe I'll do that in the tutorial that I film tomorrow, because I don't know, everybody talks, front of the packaging, everybody talks so good about this, the ones that have tried it, so I was just interested. The next one is the Ultra HD Skin Booster. Apparently, people say this is just a relaunch of something very similar they used to have. I'm not exactly sure what the name of it was, but it's a serum that you're supposed to put on to hydrate. It's called Hydro Plump Serum. So it's supposed to hydrate and plump your skin, kind of like I would assume a hyaluronic acid serum would do. I like to use hyaluronic acid or squalene serums on my clients before their moisturizer if they have super dehydrated or super dry skin. So I kind of wanted to see how that worked. I got the Pro Light Fusion Undetectable Luminizer. This is the ones they launched not too long ago. They used to be in the duos with the bronzer and highlight that everybody said the bronzer was not good, and they just bought it for the highlight, so they brought them out in the full size. And I got the color 2, so it's the more gold color. Again, I have not tried this, but it is the jelly texture that their Pro Fusion bronzer is. And everybody, again, sings its praises. So that's it right there. It is very gold. I'm wondering if it's going to be a little too dark for me right now. But Oh Darling from MAC isn't, and it's reminiscent of that. So I will try that very soon. I'll either use this or the Smashbox one in my tutorial. The last thing for Makeup Forever. This is like an oldie foundation that I had forever ago. I can't tell you anything about it. That's how long it's been. I think it was probably 4 years ago when I used this last. And I don't remember a single thing about it. So I wanted to try it. Simply because I'm running out of some of the foundations in my kit, and I'm trying to see if there's something better to replace them with, or if I just want to repurchase what I've been using. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. Old time foundation, been out forever. I'm sure everybody has an opinion on it, but I wanted to make my own opinion. I'm thinking about maybe doing a video on this. I don't know though, because I'm sure it's so saturated over the internet with videos about this product since it is nowhere near being new. But if for some reason you do want a video on this, let me know and I will make one. I got the color 40. I got this. This is the NUXE Paris Rêve de Miel Lip Balm. I have been hearing a lot about this lately, and I honestly don't know why. I haven't even like swatched it. I don't know. But it just comes in a pot like this. I do like how it has the expiration on the bottom, although it expires in January of 2018. So I don't even have a year, but I don't think I'll need this. I don't think I'll have it more than a year anyways, but it doesn't, yeah, it does. It has a lip balm smell, kind of like lemony, citrusy. Maybe it's honey, because it says it has honey and precious oils. I don't know. I'm gonna try it though. Y'all might hear about it one way or the other, but I've heard it's a good primer as well for lipstick. The last thing I got was something I've been wanting since it launched. I have this in the regular color for my skin, but I wanted it in the deepest color to use as a bronzer. And it's the Laura Mercier Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder in the shade 6. I believe it's called Dark Deep or just dark. I don't know. It's the darkest shade, and I've heard it's absolutely wonderful to use as a bronzer, so that's why I purchased it, because y'all know how I am about my bronzers. Again, have not tried that because one of the 4 things that I can't stop using is a bronzer. We are almost done. I have been wanting to try a lot of the Milani stuff that's been coming out, and my CVS just really, quite honestly, is not good at stocking Milani stuff. Like, it's an end cap. My Walgreens doesn't have it. My nearest Rite Aid is like 20 minutes away. It's ridiculous. So I was not able to get my hands on the new Milani stuff. So I called my friend in Virginia and I was like, please go check your stuff, because I know y'all's drugstores are a lot better than mine. Go check your drugstores, please, and get me some Milani stuff. So she did, and she mailed it to me, and I can't wait to try it. The first 2 things are the new Prime Light Face Primer and the Make It Last Setting Spray. So I'm really excited to try these. I've heard, again, nothing but good things about them. I want to see if the hype really is as real for those, as everybody acts like it is. The next thing is a Milani Baked Bronzer in Dolce. I've never tried the other one, which I think is called Soleil, maybe. This one's kind of orange. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it worked better on like super pale skin, but I don't think so, being the undertone, but that's it right there, if you can see. Again, I haven't tried it, and I'm going to try it because, you know, Matte Give Me Sun is super orange too, and I love Matte Give Me Sun, so who knows? It may end up being my new favorite bronzer. And then I got a blush, and I could not, she was texting me pictures, and I could not for the life of me decide which one I wanted between these two. I finally decided, and then being the person she is, she bought the other one for me and sent it as well. So I got two blushes. The first one is Bellini, and it's this very, very illuminating, I mean, there is nothing matte about this blush. Almost rose gold. It does have shifts of gold in it, and it's pinky peach. It's really hard to explain, but that's it right there. Super pretty. I mean, I love the baked blushes. The next one is Rosa Romantica. This one is this pretty marbleized, like almost bronzer with the highlighter, or not highlighter, but pink blush. And then when you kind of swish it all together, it is a highlighter color almost. You can see it right there. I think it's a little too dark for me to wear as a highlighter, but I have shades similar to this that I like to put on top of my blush as a blush topper. Like the Cindy Luminizer from the Balm, that's how I use that. I do not use it as a highlighter, but I do place it on top of blushes to add a shimmer if I'm using a matte blush. So I'll probably use that the same way. It's really pretty nonetheless. It's just not quite a blush color in my opinion. And last but not least, this is by far my 4 favorite things that I have in this entire haul. It might be my 4 favorite things I have bought, dare I say. I know that's annoying, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll never wear this shirt again. Dare I say in the last year. I mean, I am so head over heels in love with every one of these products. I'm not going to talk long about them because they will show up in my favorites video. I will tell you right now. I will use them in my tutorial tomorrow. It's just inevitable. They're that good. I went to Nordstrom. I have had a luxury makeup list for quite some time that I've been building and taking things off and adding things on. And normally I shop online so that I can use like Ebates or Mr. Rebates or something like that. Mr. Rebates does not do Nordstrom, and Ebates only had it for 2%. So like, I'm gonna go in store because Puffin's wife, which I'm sure everyone that watches me watches her, she's excellent. She works at Nordstrom near me, and I wanted to give her the credit. So I messaged her to find out when she was working, and I went in and I shopped with her. And I will say, I'm going to put her channel down below. If for some reason you don't follow her, she has a number you can text. It's like a work number. You can text her with anything you want from Nordstrom, and she will get that sent to you, and she gets the credit for it. So it's just a way to help her out, and I highly suggest helping her out because she's awesome. So I will link her channel down below. But these are the 4 things that I went in to get. All right, let me start with Chanel. I got 2 things from Chanel. The first was not a repurchase, but I've had samples of this, so I knew I loved it. It was the only thing that I'd actually tried out of the 4 things that I bought, and I love it. It's the Chanel Powder Universal Natural Finish Loose Powder, and I got it in the color 30 Natural or Translucent number 2, and it is a very nice sized powder. It has 30 grams in it. It's 1 ounce. This is probably the product that has the most amount, or the powder that has the most amount of product that I own. It's more product than the big tub of La Mer that I have. It's more product than anything I have in my drawer. And it's $50, but when you divide that out per ounce, it's nothing compared to the other things that I have. One of the best powders I have ever used. And I'm gonna just say it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that because I think that this month's top 5 is gonna be my top 5 powders. You're gonna hear about it then. Spoiler alert. You're gonna hear about it in my favorites. Spoiler alert. So I'm not gonna say much more about it now. The other thing I got from Chanel, I cannot believe that I do not own a Chanel blush. And ever since I started my channel, really, but especially since my top 5 blushes video, everybody's been telling me to get a Chanel blush. So I did. I got, they come in this nice little duster pocket, which I never do anything with. I got the color Elegance, which I think is the one that launched with their last collection. I don't know if it's limited edition or not, but if it is, I suggest you going to buy it because it is perfection. That's it right there. Even if I swatch it, it's not going to do much justice. It reminds me a little bit of Madly, which y'all know I love. it's not doing any justice, so I'm not even going to show you. You're going to have to see it in action. It's one of those ones that doesn't even look like much in the pan, doesn't look like much when you swatch it, but then you put it on your face and you're like, holy cow, I could wear this the rest of my life every single day and never get sick of it. That is this blush in a nutshell. So good. Honestly, all 4 of these things I've used every day since I bought it, and I went 5 days ago. I can't stop using it. Y'all know I like to change my things up. I can't change this up. All right, I was gonna say I'm gonna save the best for last. I got 2 things left, but they're both so good. Y'all know I just bought the Tom Ford bronzer brush. I'm on this like luxury brush thing. I don't even know what to call it. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna get it. And I got the La Mer powder brush. Okay, it comes in this nice large packaging, which it should. It is $80. But honestly, I think the reason I got it was because I was like, $80? That's nothing. I just spent $115 on the Tom Ford brush, which is okay, don't listen to me when it comes to stuff like that, because do as I say, not as I do type thing, because it's no logic. It's my luxury makeup buying logic that thinks that way. No regular logic should, I guess is what I'm saying. So this is it. I'm sure we've all seen it. It's luxury. And again, I'm not going to say much. You will see it tomorrow because I'm going to show you how well it applies powder. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. All right. I knew I wanted to go in, this is the last thing out of this haul, and buy a Tom Ford bronzer. I just didn't know what kind. I kind of had an idea of what color. I thought to myself, I'm going to get the small one because I don't know if I'm going to like it. There's no sense in spending like $40, $45 more on the bigger one that just launched. So what did I do? I got the big one. That's just me, and that's how I do things. I can never say no to stuff like this. So I did. This is the one that they came out in their, I think, are they on summer 2017 or is it their spring 2017? Spring 2017 maybe? I don't know. But it is in their iconic white Tom Ford compact, and it is the Ultimate Bronzer. That's what it's called, the Ultimate Bronzer. I got it in the color number 2 Terra. I did not get Gold Dust, which I feel like I always hear people talking about, because it was just another like warm tone bronzer, and I just feel like I have too many of these. And Mel had said in one of her videos that she thinks this is very reminiscent to Laguna, and I'm out of my Laguna, and I adored Laguna, so I wanted to purchase this. Now, you can see how big it is. That's one large bronzer. I do not envision myself getting rid of it anytime soon, although at the rate I'm using it, it might be sooner than later. But I will tell you my logic as to why I picked the big one. Apparently this one is different. The Ultimate Bronzer is a different formulation than the other bronzers. It's a gelée formula, which means it's not gonna kick up any powder ever, and it doesn't. Like, you put your brush in there, my Tom Ford bronzer brush, and nothing picks up, and you're like, what in the world? It's almost like my Bobbi Brown bronzer, even though that picks up a tiny more powder than this does. I don't think it's possible to pick up powder on this, which in my mind means that every time I get the perfect amount of product on the brush, I don't know what else to say about it other than it's beautiful. And I said I wasn't going to say a lot, so I'm not. I'm going to leave it at that. But I did get this as my last item in my Nordstrom haul. Again, I will leave Mel's Puffins' wife channel information down below. She will have her Nordstrom number in the description box. She doesn't know I'm saying this. She probably won't know I'm saying this, but I hope you use it because she deserves some loving for all the stuff that she does for us on her channel. So, I think that's it. That concludes my haul. I got some good stuff, y'all, and I'm really excited to start using them if I can ever stop using those 4 products. But like I said, a tutorial's coming next. I want y'all to tell me what kind of videos you want to see. I'm kind of feeling like I'm at a video, not writer's block, but a video maker's block. Like, I'm having a block. I don't exactly know what you're wanting to see. The foundation duos video, I got the most thumbs down I think I've gotten on any of my videos. I don't know why. I thought it would be something interesting to do a video about, maybe not. So I wanting y'all's feedback. What are your favorite type of videos to see? Is there a certain product you want me to review? Is there a certain tutorial you want to see? I feel like my tutorials don't get as many views, so that's why I don't do them as often, because I just don't feel like it's what y'all want to see. So I just need you to talk to me. Converse with me. Let me know what you want to see, because the whole reason I do this is for y'all, and I want to make sure that I'm putting content up that you actually care about. So let me know for sure. Be sure and subscribe and like if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day.